I've talked to you. There was other charges that I had issues with. And SMI one card has been covering for me being defrauded out of funds years.
I was told that we're going to take a report for you to come outside in person.
Okay, well, I told him I wanted to supplement, but I don't really see the relevancy. But perhaps maybe we can do a paper trail so people can see how long I've been defrauded out of funds and how many people have been in cahoots with it. So yes, all I wanted to do was supplement that since the incident with you, I've been hung up on multiple different times to enforce that I repeatedly get defrauded out of funds. And my rights are being violated to the extreme to where I have to be robbed and I can't protect myself against it.
When I have to file a report, I have to talk to you in person.
You were in person now.
And like face to face, not through the door like monthly.
Why is that?
That's what I've been told by my senior career.
Oh, so they want to jeopardize my safety? Are they punishing me for doing reports? So I'm supposed to let people that hang up in my face, that have handcuffed me and blatantly lied to me and taken my freedom?
Conversation is all recorded, so
But I mean, they said it was recorded then when I was being assaulted and arrested. But if I have to be arrested for trying to not have identity theft, then that's what it is. If I have to be arrested, because I don't think anyone should have to fear their safety and be arrested for trying to report that they are being defrauded out of funds.
okay, I've never arrested you, so that has nothing to do with me. So what am I here for today, ma'am?
Okay, so SMI one card has been in cahoots. Sorry that I didn't expect to see you.
No, that's
I was trying to hide behind the door. So SMI one card has been covering for me being defrauded out of funds years. So they would strategize avenues and investigate things that I wasn't reporting and act strategy to keep me from getting compensation for being defrauded out of funds. For example, one year I was charged for AT&T for phone services that they wouldn't give me at the beginning of the cycle.
That who wouldn't give you?
AT&T.
AT&T.
Yes. Okay.
Like they just refused to give you
Yes, they
services,
refused to
or
give me
what kind of-
services. Yes,
Okay.
they refused to give me services. So since the first con was that I didn't pay my phone bill. That's why they cut my phone off at the beginning.
They can do that.
That's not. I'm said it con.
Con?
Yes, con means you never heard of a con as being a deputy.
I've heard that, but what does that have to do with you?
That's what I'm trying to report.
Phone bill.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to report. We've already had communications before our communication today. Remember, what was I reporting to you before you came today?
I don't remember.
That means that you didn't investigate it if you can't remember what I reported to
I
you.
told you, I'm not an investigator. I take your initial report. That's what I'm here for.
Well, if you don't remember what you reported, maybe you didn't report it.
I did.
But you forgot what you reported?
You've called several times.
But I'm only
You
speaking
call
with
every day.
because
So
there's
it's hard
crimes
to
being
keep
committed.
up with what
But
you-
I don't know
So you
why
should
if our
understand.
crimes are being committed every day, how's it that it's been impossible to get law enforcement if someone's being violated
How's it
every day?
impossible when you have us here every day?
But
How's
what
it
it-
impossible to get law enforcement?
What have you done to protect me?
What have we done to not protect you? What are you talking about? We come here we're here to.
So that's all you do and deny investigation and just take bogus reports that you'll never
denied
investigate?
Investigation. I don't deny any investigation.
What
I'm here to
investigation has
take your
happened?
report.
What has investigation has happened?
I'm not
If
someone
we're over-
investigating. I'm not the
well,
investigator.
over and
I explained
over,
this to you last time. I'm not going
I-
to argue it. Would you like a form to write down your?
It appears that I get bullied and violated for reporting my abuse. So back to AT&T and your inability to see that I'm being defrauded out of funds, like what's happened years. So AT&T cut my phone off, and I had paid the phone bill, which I communicated to you, and it appeared that you were covering for, like SMI one card. I think it's mysterious. So nonetheless,
I'm not
AT&T.
coming for you. I don't. want
But
your
let's go
phone.
back into the report. I feel like my reports are being sidetracked. So back to AT&T, you don't appear to be disturbed by this. I'm sure when you pay your phone bill, you could get service. So
When
nonetheless,
anyone pays their phone bill, they're supposed to get service.
I
You
didn't.
have to
That's
pay
what
your bill.
that's what I'm reporting to you. That didn't happen for me, and you can't see that. So I paid the bill. They scammed and said that I didn't pay it. So I paid it a second time.
I'm gonna get you a written form.
I paid it a second time. So then she's leaving in the middle of my report. So I paid it a second time, and then with the second time they cut my service off again. So it's this small little window of my report. Then this man is coming back again and still don't get stalking charges. We got this one done. I might as well throw it in the trash. That one, then that one, and then that one. See how it's getting discolored over there? Mind games. So you asked about the crime and then I reported it and then you walked off while I was talking.
Yes, ma'am. So this is how we're taking your reports. You can write down everything. But
I do want to finish the conversation with AT&T and you not to tamper with evidence. So it's on your body cam footage.
Yes,
Okay,
so I'm not tampering with it.
Okay, so let me finish what yeah. So AT&T had me charge me for a bill of services I couldn't get, charged me again, and then I still couldn't get the services, and that was my second time paying. They could disconnected my call, my phone services within 24 hours again. So I went down to AT&T on Eckerd. The police department was down there waiting for me and gave me a criminal trespass from AT&T on Eckerd, so I couldn't report it. They were there waiting. So then I went to a location off Lake June, AT&T location there, that I had activated the service with. I informed them that I was getting violated by the government and that I was in a domestic abuse crisis that involved them, and my device kept getting hacked and the police department kept covering for it. Would they protect me and keep me on their network? They said that they'd do what they could at that location, and then when I called the police on the location because they said they couldn't get my phone on, and that was the second location that I went to going through this crisis and couldn't get phone service. So then I called the police on them. The police told them to scam a criminal trespass for me and cover for the fact that I couldn't get phone service. They told the police, and I have it recorded, that she comes here multiple different times, reporting that she can't use her phone. They were infuriated with me for one of the services I paid for and was given a criminal trespass, bullied, and mistreated. So then they had me go...
Criminal trespass. Any business, if they want to, can give you a criminal
trespass. They can't give you a criminal trespasses and malice to enforce abuse and you being defrauded out of funds.
How can you prove that's their intent?
That's what I'm reporting to the police to reprove it.
How? What evidence do you have to prove that they did that with this whole conspiracy to get at you for some reason?
Well, when you pay, you just said initially in this conversation that if you pay for phone service, you get it, and then you walked off to cover for it. I think that's a red flag.
That for you, so
you don't do it in the middle of my.
This is why we aren't taking it over the phone, because it's semantics with you. And
I think that you did it to be intimidating and you're trying to set the stage for more crimes.
How am I
think but deflecting again on your inability to see that someone paying for, I think that's problematic because when you pay, you can pay for phone services without going to prison or going to jail. I don't have that right. You don't have armies full of people stalking you on camera footage and it's enforced on you and you have to take it. I do. You get law enforcement. I don't. So nonetheless, back to when you are claiming that you don't believe, sir, stalking is a crime.
He lives right next to me.
But you won't review the camera.
What camera?
He was that there watching, and stalking is a crime. I don't want him doing that. It's a crime. He's right there watching me. And
he lives there.
No, I'm not being heard. He was standing
listening to you, Mr.
Yeah, he was standing there watching me, and he does it all the time. Why would you demand that I get treated like that?
I'm not demanding you.
Yeah, he has no right to stand there and monitor me and watch. That's not what was happening. You have your back turned, ma'am. You have your back. He was standing there.
Are you gonna write your report?
He was standing there. Okay, I will. But back to AT&T.
I'm not gonna argue it with you.
Okay, so AT&T, the second location, you asked and I gave it to you, and now you're distracting and deflecting. So the second location gave me a criminal trespass to prevent me from stating that I couldn't get my phone service.
They can do that.
Okay, you claim that they can, and that's why I don't want to live here.
Criminal trespass warnings.
I wanted to give Jason a criminal trespass warning from here. Jason Gardner, my abuser. I want to do that today. Do I need to put it on the page?
Where does he live? Has he came over here or?
You can say it. Anyone can give him. I want Jason Gardner to have a criminal trespass warning. He sends his own staff to come over here, bully and mistreat me.
When?
All the time. He said I have emails that I sent to O. Garcia that aren't being investigated.
Emails from Jason Gardner?
Yes.
Okay. Where does Jason
Back to the second location that day. Then I went to a third location to get the phone services. They gave me another criminal trespass, the third location in that day, and I could not use my phone. So I had to go to another provider. I paid my bill 2 times in that month. SMI One card covers for me being defrauded out of funds like this. So SMI One card, knowing that I was going to try to report their crimes, has hid all my disputes of these fraudulent charges. And then hung up in my face like you guys kept doing, trying to cover for it.
I'm not trying to cover for it.
Sure you're not. So that's what SMI One card said, but they hung up.
You can write your report, you can write your statement, whatever you would like to submit to the investigations, you can do that.
Okay, you have a YouTube channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the bizarre behavior of SMI One card and other parties that people don't like me recording crimes in my environments, so I can't record them. Though my abuser says that they're going to strategize a put out in this environment. He's been getting away with it years. So he has police blacklist me from all reports and use intimidation and bullying
I
me.
don't know who
I'm just, but I'm doing a
that person
report of
is.
my abuser, and each time I'm trying to report him, you guys interrupt the report.